welcome to another video. I'm Ella, and this is Steven Wareing. He has a YouTube channel. He has the best songs ever. And by the way, I gotta give y'all a little secret. He's my father. Okay, so we're gonna ask him a few questions. I wrote a few down, and he wrote a few. Okay, so the first one. Okay, how did you start to like to play guitars?
When I was probably 8 years old, my dad had a old electric guitar, and then they used to listen to a lot of rock and roll music like Leonard Skinner and Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, and I would see them and I wanted to play like that, and I liked seeing them on stage, and I was like, that's what I want to do right there. So I started playing with that guitar, and my dad he got me another guitar, and that's how it happened.
Okay, so my next question is, when did you have your first gig?
My first gig was in 1995, or no, actually, yeah, 1994 or 95. I formed a band called Angel Wrath, but I left that band and joined a glam metal band, and we played in a place called the Barn Bar. But there was a lot. It was actually a wild place. A lot of bikers. There was actually a murder there. It was a crazy place to play, but that was my first gig, and it was fun.
Okay. This question. Okay. Do you like the band Kiss?
I'm not really a big fan of Kiss. I like certain things that they did. Some things. Gene Simmons had a pretty cool thing that he would do with his bass that I like to do when I play bass. When he hits it, he'll slide it and make that whoop sound, and his makeup, he looked cool, but I wasn't really like a lot of these people, the Kiss Army. I was more of a Metallica.
Me too. And I also had the newest movie, Scooby-Doo Meets Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool that
Yeah.
Daphne liked
She had
Star Child.
she had a crush on Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
All the women went for Paul Stanley.
Okay, so this is okay. Now, why did you call your band -1?
-1 come from me and my brother passed away. We were called the Blackbird Medicine Show. I really didn't like that, but he liked that name. And unfortunately, my brother passed away in January of 2015, and I just felt like I'm always going to be -1. So, I'm Steven Wareing -1.
That's a pretty good reason. Okay, so how did you start to like the Beatles?
Oh my God, I used to hate the Beatles, but I had a girlfriend one time, and we were riding on the Parkway, and we were just going down these winding roads, and she had this tape of the Beatles, and it was the older Beatles, and it's playing, baby, you could drive my car, and I don't know, just that scene, just driving. I was like, wow. And I had a friend of mine who turned me on. I listened to the White Album, and when I heard Helter Skelter, I was like, wow. I mean, it blew me away, because that to me was like the heaviest song I'd ever heard. That was like the birth. Everybody says Black Sabbath created heavy metal, but the Beatles, Paul McCartney, when he did the bass in that song, is so heavy, it blows anything Black Sabbath did away.
Okay, so this is our a few more questions.
All right.
So, did you really want to have the band, or did you just want to just be alone and just play music?
I like being a solo guy, but it's easier to have a band. I like having a band, but I like it to be a democracy. I like a band kind of like the way the Beatles were, where everybody kind of does their own thing, but it all mixes together. And but I record my own music. There's some things that are heavy. There's some things that are slow. There's things that I use my daughter Ella on, and she has a good voice, and she does a good bird sound. And she actually wrote a song of mine. The first verse the song was called "Carry On," and that was her first song.
And okay, so this is the last question. Okay, so how did you start liking Metallica. Did somebody show you?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. My cousin, his name is Winfield. Rest in peace. But I used to like stuff like Buddy Holly, like Creedence Clearwater Revival. But he had these cassettes, and it was Metallica, and it had a picture like the hammer and blood, and then one with the electric chair, and then one with all these crosses, then the hands like the puppets was coming out of the sky. I was like, wow, what is this? And when I heard the song Master of Puppets, I was hooked. And my wife was born. Cliff Burton passed away from Metallica in an auto accident, or in the bus wreck. But my wife was born the day that he passed away. So I always thought that's weird little thing, coincidences. And my son was just born a day before George Harrison's birthday, and we named him Lennon Jude. And Ella Rain, she's named it. Rain comes from a Beatles song, so I have Beatle babies.
So, thank you for watching this. This will be on Reverb Nation, YouTube, and maybe we'll put it on Facebook.
And yeah, and go to Facebook, give my Stephen Wareing -1 if you want to send a friend request. I accept anything, and you can give me a like. You can go to Reverb Nation, and you can download anything in any of my music. You can have, it's for you, it's for the world, and peace and love to you all, and kindness and love, and like John Lennon said, all you need is love. And thank you, Ella Rain. Goodbye.
Bye.